Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at the first fact sheet for the Pumps and Hoses DLC that is coming to Farming Simulator 22 for all platforms on Tuesday, September 27th. But before we get into the fact sheet, I will let you know that as this is a third-party DLC made by Creative Mesh, it will not be included in the Season 1 pass. So you will have to buy this separately, even if you have the Season Pass. But if you would like to buy this DLC, I have put a link in the description to where you can pre-order it. Anyway, now you know that, let's take a look at what was released. So it says, as Creative Mesh are busy polishing pumps and cleaning up hoses, the first batch of machines and tools of the upcoming Pumps and Hoses pack are ready to be shown off. More than 30 items from Dutch manufacturer Schouten, German steel storage specialist Stool, biogas technology manufacturer BVL and 2G Energy are included in Pumps and Hoses to implement 3 new gameplay components: umbilical systems, manure separation, and biogas plant configuration. And in this fact sheet we get a look at 4 placeables and 4 pieces of equipment. So let's take a look at them. Starting with the equipment, we have the Schouten hose pallet, which costs between £1,950 to £9,750 and comes in lengths from 100 metres to 500 metres. And it says hoses are purchased in the store on pallets and then can be loaded onto hose reels. Then we have the Schouten PU300 manure pump, which costs £71,350, weighs 3.5 tonnes, requires 200 horsepower and can hold up to 1,000 metres of hose with a 2,800 litre capacity. And looking at this picture we can see the hose pallet behind the manure pump, so I'm guessing you will just reverse up to the hose pallet and load it into the manure pump. Moving on, we have the Schouten BS900 manure injector, which costs £45,600, weighs 3.5 tonnes, requires 100 horsepower and has a 9 metre working width with a 9 mph working speed. Then we have the Schouten HS5100, which costs £45,500 and requires 50 horsepower. And this says attach the tool carrier to the tractor first to be able to attach tools used with the umbilical system. So as we can see from this picture, the manure injector will need to be attached to the tool carrier for you to use the umbilical system. Moving on to the placeables, we have the Stool Manurepit, which is a corrugated steel tank as a manure and digestate pit in 3 different sizes. And this costs between £66,000 to £178,000 and has a capacity ranging from 952,000 litres all the way up to 3,599,000 litres. Then we have the Stool Separator tower, which separates the solid fraction of liquid manure that can be sold or used as bedding or fertiliser. And this costs £40,000 and has a 20,000 litre capacity. And in this picture we can see the separator tank unloading onto the floor, but I'd imagine you can drive a trailer under there to load it up as well. Moving on to the last 2 placeables, we have the BVL V Bio 30, which costs £78,300 and has a 30,000 litre capacity. And this says solids dosage equipments are used to feed various materials into the fermenter of a biogas plant. Then we have the 2G Aginator 408, which costs £360,000 and has a 3,600 electrical capacity. And this says cogeneration plants generate electrical power and heat from methane out of a fermenter. So these will work in the same way as the BGA that's already in the game, so if you've used them before, then you'll already know how these work. And that brings us to the end of this week's fact sheet. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and feel free to subscribe so you never miss another video.